Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome. Giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for everything, as he was to be praised for everything. Our Lord Yah, to his glorious and holy name. As always, we're going to start off with Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach, h.o.i. So, open up your Bibles. You got a pen and paper. Take notes, because we're going to deal with strength. We're going to deal with strength in the day of adversity, so that you don't become weak and fall prey to all the wiles of the devil as he's going around as a roaring lion saying we could devour. Let's go to Proverbs. We rebuke the devil by Hashem Mashiach. Proverbs 24:10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. See, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small, narrow. You don't really have the strength that's going to take to be able to deal with what it is that's already in motion. It's just a matter of, do you really understand what's going on in high places? So we've been told we just got to renew our minds continually with the Spirit of the Most High, so that we can endure whatever, because we know what the end result is, the kingdom. So I look at Ephesians 6:10. Say, finally, my brethren, be strong by Hashem Mashiach. That's your spiritual power. That's how we get to the Most High. That's why he's saying, be strong by Hashem Mashiach. That's in the Mashiach, Yahweh, and in the power of his might. You hear that? So we got to be strong in the power of the might that we're going to get, the strength that we're going to get from him, and understanding the formula that he's given us to operate in these last days. So put on the whole armor of the Most High. We've heard it before. We got to keep reviewing it so you can hear it. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Armor is for protection, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, as I said. So you got to have protection of the Most High, so when the devil comes, you recognize the devil, rebuke that sucker. He gonna leave. If you follow the laws, you hit him with the law, he's gone. He can't deal with the law. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That means you're dealing with spirits. And these spirits jumping from person to person to person to person. And people don't really understand it. Acting like this is something new. Ain't nothing new. He's telling you right here. Way back, how many years ago? You count them up. He's letting you know right now. It applies to right now. He's telling you what time it is. So put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Because you got to stand. Come on now. This is real. That's why we got to be strong in this time. Can't be weak. Can't be falling short of saying I'm sorry because of the devil that got to you. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober. Say it means be focused. You got to check people out. Know who you're dealing with. Be focused. Be sober. You can't be drinking when you're drunken, because that's why they call it spirits. Because you got spirits. You change. You're not capable of being alert, to be focused as you should be, to make sure this don't happen to you. Say be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, that means your enemy, the devil, is a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. You hear that? He walking around seeing who he can devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, in your faith in the Most High, by Hashem Mashiach, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. You hear that? Going through the same thing. That's what he's telling you. Going through the same thing. That's why, go back to Proverbs 24:10. You got to hear what he's saying. It's real as real could be, because He's going up and down, to and fro in the earth, seeing who he can devour. And he's going to get through the weak people. That's why it's time to be strong. You can't be weak, you can't be sensitive, because when it comes down to this war that's getting ready to go down, ain't nobody got time to be babying nobody. Or you're going to be put to death. Or somebody going to put you to death, point blank. Proverbs 24:10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You faint the day of adversity, your strength is small. All that you've been working for and dealing with diligently, it's going to be thrown out the window. Because you see what's happening? We dealing with high-level demons. High-level demons that's working against us. They don't want to see you accomplish anything. But they can't fight the angels that's right here on this earth. That's why we got to be tapping to the Most High by some of myself, h.o.d.c, and we can deal with this. Ephesians 6:11. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. If it ain't flesh and blood, what is it? Spirits. But against principalities. It is principalities. Against powers. Against powers. That's coming against us. Because they know we got next. They know they're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. You're the rulers of the darkness of this world. He told Esau to get thee in the darkness. In Isaiah 47:5. To get thee in the darkness. Say shut up and get thee in the darkness. Then Isaiah 60:2 says, the people are in gross darkness. He made the people in gross darkness, gross ignorance, not knowing. So against spiritual wickedness in high places, that's high-level demons in high places. That's why I said, you can't be weak in the time of adversity. You gotta man up and be strong. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. Take unto you the whole protection of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. And we're in the evil day. Can't nobody tell me that we in no evil day now. As the Israelites, who gives a damn about us? Who care? Nobody care about us. And having done all to stand. Stand. That's why it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness in the face of such have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be filled with terrible fear. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for. Oh yeah. You can't change, you can't make it mean nothing different. Can't make it say nothing different. That's what it's saying. So we gotta stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. That's the laws of the Most High. Having the power of a Mashiach h.o.d.c, going to the Most High to bring the power of the Most High back to us. That's why I say, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. That breastplate of righteousness, you can't get around it. That righteousness is Deuteronomy 6:25. Get it. The breastplate of righteousness. Deuteronomy 6:25. What's this righteousness? And it shall be our righteousness if, that's condition, we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High, our power, as He hath commanded us. That's what it's all about. See, we got to be able to stand. Go to Proverbs 24:16. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times. A just man falleth 7 times and rises up again. Fallen many a times, man. Complete number of times. 7 is the number of completion. Complete number of times and rises up again. But the wicked shall fall into mischief. The wicked gonna fall into mischief. Mischief every time, because they're not grounded with the foundation of a Mashiach h.o.d.c to the glory of the Most High. They're gonna fall into mischief every time. Because you're wicked. But a just man gonna fall 7 times. And what? And rises up again. Rise up again. You don't stay down. He rise up again. Job 4 and 5. Got to get up. Job 4 and 5. But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. See? Now is it come upon thee, and thou faintest. It touches thee, and thou art troubled. See? Told him, hey, this was Most High. Ask Satan there. You consider my servant Job? He said, okay. Satan said, yeah, you protected him. He said, put forth thine hand. What hand? That left hand. Put forth your left hand. And he'll curse you to your face. And here goes his friend. Verse 1. Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, that's who's talking to him, you see? And he told him, he said, hey, verse 5, but now it has come upon thee, you know, well, he's losing everything. He dealt with his body, but he couldn't kill him. Boils all over his body. But now it's come upon thee, and thou faintest. Say, you fainting, man. Say, your strength is weak. It touches thee, and thou art troubled. When he told him in verse 3, said, behold, thou hast instructed many. Said, Job, you done instructed many. And thou hast strengthened the weak hands. So you done strengthened weak hands. Now here you are. You going to be weak? And you done strengthened everybody else's hands? And now you going to fall weak? Unacceptable. Verse 6, is not this thy fear? Thy confidence? Thy hope? Your faith in the Most High? In the uprightness of thy ways? See? See, the battles come upon you, certain things. We got a battle, like I said, we fighting demons in high places. When it come upon you, then you're going to get weak. You can't get weak. You're suffering. You get angry. But you got to hold on. Because things going to get better in the end. If you don't faint. If you keep on doing the work. Stay in there. And don't allow no one or nothing to detour you from the kingdom that's prepared for us, waiting on us to get it together. It's on us. We the Israelites. Daniel's 10. Go to the book of Daniel's 10, the 10th chapter. Daniel's 10 and 18. Then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me, and said, O man, greatly beloved, fear not. He said, don't fear. Touched him and said, hey, fear not. Peace be unto thee. Be strong. Yeah, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, let my power, my master, speak. Thou hast strengthened me. See how he got strong? That's what I'm telling you. You got to be strong. We got to be strong, brothers and sisters. You got to be strong continually. You cannot fall short of being strong. Period. Don't be afraid to be strong. Be strong. Most High made us that way. Let's be that way. He's going to always strengthen you. As long as you in the spirit with the Most High, the h.o.d.c, you can't go wrong. He's going to always strengthen you. You just got to be ready. And believe. 2 Timothy 1 and 7. 2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear. So if the Most High given us the spirit of fear, where that come from? Come from Satan. For the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind. Hear that? The Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind. That's why we got to continue in this word until the end. You got to endure, brothers and sisters. You cannot faint. You cannot falter. You can't let Satan come in and take you off your mark, or you might as well stay with him. Remember it said, just man falleth 7 times, rises up again. But if you're going to stay with the devil, then you're going to be thrown in the lake of fire, period. You can't keep wishy-washy. That's lukewarm. You're going to be doing something, then you do it again, then you do it again, you do it again, you sin. Nah, Most High ain't hearing that. Mashiach Abishai said, I ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. Ain't no more sacrifice for sin. That's why we got to change. We got to become that new creature, be born again, ask for forgiveness of our sins, and start doing what's right according to the word of the Most High. It's a sacrifice. You're going to make the sacrifice. This world is set up to send you straight to hell. When you start afflicting you, no, I got rid of this. Okay, I ain't dealing with this. I mean, I know he been dealing with me from my head to my toe. You know, I know. That's why I better believe it. I understand. Listen, Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity, wickedness in this world shall abound, be plentiful. You see it all every day. Just turn on the news. The love of many shall wax cold. People are cold-blooded because they wicked. That's why they so cold. They can't. They try to act like they nice and just they cool, whatever. Yeah, nice is a good word too because it means stupid, ignorant, dumb. It don't mean what people think it means. But anyway. It says that because iniquity shall abound, shall be plentiful on the earth, the love of many shall wax cold. Don't wax cold, people cold-blooded. But listen, but he that endureth until the end, he that endureth to the end, the end ain't till it's the end of you, but the end of this world, the same shall be saved. And it said Esau is the end of the world in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. And Jacob is the beginning of it, but Jacob is the beginning of that following. We got next. If we do what's right and satisfactory to the Most High, that's all it takes, brothers and sisters. That's all it takes. But you can't be afraid to be strong. You know? 1 John 4 and 17. 1 John 4, 17. First John 4 and 17. Herein is love, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Hear that? Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. Hear that? Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness, brothers, in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. Because we're getting that power from him. If you understand how to get that spiritual power from him, and let yourself be illuminated with the power of the Most High. Listen, there is no fear in love. Ain't no fear in love. What's that love? That love is keeping up his commandments. Doing what he say do. Ain't no fear in this. But perfect love casts out fear. Hear that? Perfect love casts out fear, because fear has torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. Care how you say you're keeping the commandments. You ain't made perfect in keeping the commandments. Because the Most High say he don't give the spirit of fear. You rolling with Satan. You run around scared all the time. No, he don't give the spirit of fear, he said. Job 3. Job the 3rd chapter and verse 25. We got too much going on. Too much happening. Too much gonna happen. And we gotta be ready. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, going about the earth, up and down, to and fro on the earth, seeing who can devour. Job 3 and 25. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come upon unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. See? For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, losing everything. Losing his children. It's Job. Being filled with boils where you got to take something that scrape his skin. Affliction. For the thing which I greatly feared losing all these things. And it's in my health becoming bad as it did. It's come upon me. And that which I was afraid of is come up to me. Ain't nobody can escape this. That's why we got to have a right mind, the right spirit, the right speech, the right intelligence of the covenant of the Most High. His laws, statutes, commandments, his rules and regulations, to please him. And not think so highly of ourselves that this can't happen to us. That's what happened with Job. He thought, like he said, for the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me. Remember, the Most High don't give you the spirit of fear. So he called it to his life. Shaitan, you hear it? The Most High just told us, for the Most High does not give you the spirit of fear. So if the Most High don't give you the spirit of fear, then where that's coming from? Shaitan, you draw Shaitan to you. What did Satan tell him? Put forth thine hand, and I have cursed you to your face. When Job feared, then here comes Satan. When you fear, here come those spirits. You get negative, here come these spirits dealing with you. You better read St. John 14 to 27 1,000 times if you need to. If you ain't got it. h.o.i said that peace, he gonna give you a peace that the world can't give you. The world don't even know that peace. They can't turn it on because they don't have it. You can't turn it on if you ain't never had it. You don't know nothing about it. You trying to get it yourself or looking for somebody else to give you some peace so your glorification and your satisfying your own self. Nah. We better satisfy the Most High and the h.o.i. Shoot, these people is getting ready for y'all butts. If you ain't ready, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I gotta bring it forth. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. I was not in safety. Here, I was not in safety. Neither had I rest. Couldn't even rest. Neither was I quiet. Couldn't even be quiet. Yet trouble came. Trouble came, yeah, because for the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me. Because you drew it to you. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. You cannot be weak. You see? Things was afraid that he was afraid of came upon him. That which he feared came upon him. Because most I don't give you the spirit of fear. You're going to draw fear to you. draw something to you to make you fear. There's a whole lot of things out there to make you fear, boy. You ain't ready. You better get ready, because it's on. It's on. Get Wisdom of Solomon. Go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. 17. Wisdom of Solomon 17. Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12 and 13. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the secures which reason offereth, and the expectation from within, being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. That's deep. That's real deep when you think about it. You know, fear is designed to trick you into deceit, into doing something wrong, into lying, into doing something that will be sin in the eyes of the Most High. See, that's why you got to know what you know and practice what you know through all situations. Because fear is designed to trick you into deceit, which comes from Satan. Come from the left side. Certain things being blown way out of proportion in the way you think. That's what it's talking about. Well, we got to be on it. In our thoughts, in our words, and in our actions. They all work together for one, in agreement. Because the way you think is the way you're going to speak, and the way you speak is the way you're going to act. Because you can't act unless you think again, you speak again, and you act upon what your thoughts are. You see? This is how it works. But you want to be thinking right and on the right side. You want to think righteously so that the righteousness of the Most High going through a Mashiach Yahushua to us will be fulfilled in the love that you have shown in keeping His commandments, His law, statutes, commandments, so that you will be successful in not fearing and being contrary to where He would have us to be, to show that we love Him and the Mashiach Yahushua on the right side. But if not, then you allow Satan to come in and control what it is that you think you're right. That's why one of my favorite scriptures apply to a whole lot of people. Ecclesiasticus 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain or worthless opinion. The way they think means nothing to the Most High. A bunch of doo-doo thinkers. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And an evil suspicion. You know, that evil suspicion, Satan comes in. The evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. This is what we talk about here. They gotta have this way, that gotta be this way, that way, but one way. That's through the Most High Mashiach Yahushua, according to how He would have it. He would have us operate. Not the way man would have you operate, or no woman operate in that aspect. You gotta be right on point according to these scriptures. You better be knowing this word. Otherwise, I mean, you on your own. Like I say, you dealing with vain decisions, vain judgments. The judgments you make send you straight to hell. And you think, oh, I ain't gotta worry, I ain't gotta be concerned about it. You better understand. A lot of people have a great. I took advantage of the great opportunity I had to be amongst great men, to learn the formula. These precepts can go on and on and on and on. They ain't gonna stop. Ain't nothing stopping. you're going to hear him. He go on and on and on. They ain't never stop. And what the Spirit has given me, all praise to the Most High, our Lord Yahweh, His glorious holy name, and those men that are bringing forth this truth in the last days, they scared to death. The Most High don't give you the spirit of fear, so therefore you shouldn't be worried about nothing. Because worry cancels out your faith. To be rolling in the Spirit. Like I say, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved from the enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Straight up. That's the way it is. That was just all about. That was the kingdom was about. 2nd Ezra is 10 and 15. Second Ezra is 10 and 15. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. Now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. I know everybody went, oh, woe is me, oh, I don't feel good, oh, don't you feel my sorrow, oh, feel me. Now what did Most High say? For if thou, now therefore keep thy sorrow to thyself. Keep your sorrow to yourself and bear with a good courage that which hath befallen thee. Be strong. Say you have to be strong and stubborn in the way of knowing what's right and doing what's right or righteous. Doing what is right. That's all it's saying. Do what's right. Leave your sorrow to yourself, it's saying. Some people just need attention. Over attention, you know. When you know these scriptures, you got to operate just in this. And people want you to be like the regular, like the people of the world would be, that don't know what the scriptures have said. How we should be. How we should act. So what, you hurting? When is it that you see I'm hurting and not hurting? Can you tell? No. You just deal with it. Keep it moving. By some of my h.o.d.c. Ecclesiasticus 24 and 24. Say, faint not to be strong by some of my h.o.d.c. Hear that? Faint not to be strong by some of my h.o.d.c. That's my h.o.d.c. going to the Most High on your behalf. Don't be faint. How you gonna be weak and him going to the Most High on your behalf? He coming back to judge and make war. What kind of posture you think he's in? You think he all weak, coming back to judge and make war and set down all these kingdoms on the earth and set up righteousness on this earth? That's what it says. Faint not to be strong by some of my h.o.d.c. that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him. For the Most High power almighty is the power alone. And beside him there is no other Savior. You hear that? Because he is the Savior. Ultimate. And he's going to be all in the end too. Whether you accept him now, you don't accept him, you're going to accept him, or you're going to be burnt to death forever and ever and ever. Period. In the thrown in the lake of fire. Thus say the Most High. You want to hear it? It's right here in the Word. Because your name ain't written in the book of life. Let's read it. I'm not going to even go there. Revelation 20 and 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Now you make it mean something different. Said your name not written in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. That's going to burn and burn and burn and burn. You're going to put more skin on you. It's going to burn and burn and burn and burn and burn. You put more skin on you. It's going to burn and burn and burn continually. Don't think you're just going to burn up and that's it. No. Ain't like what they show in the movies. So you're going to burn forever. Where the worms never die and the fires never quench. That's what he's talking about. I put to hear what he's saying. I mean, people taking this lightly. I'll tell people, you're not going to take a cigarette lighter and start burning finger after finger after finger. Start on that one, touch it, you're going to start hollering. Look, you better understand. It's real, people. This is not a joke. That's why you got to be strong. Let's go to some history. Go to 1 Kings. When King David was about to die. Look at what he told his son, King Solomon. 1 Kings, the 2nd chapter. And we'll start at verse 1. Yeah. Look at 1 Kings 2 and 1. Now the days of David drew near, that he should die. King David. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, this is what he told his son Solomon before he died. He's about to die. He told Solomon told him this. I go the way of all the earth. So I'm ready to die, man. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. So be strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. And keep the charge of the Most High, thy power, your power, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. Keep those commandments. He said, that the Most High may continue his word, which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, watch how they living, to walk before me in truth. What's the truth? Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So we tell you, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth, in the law, such commandments of the Most High, with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. You always have somebody on the throne of Israel. Moreover, thou knowest also what Joab, the son of Jeruiah, did to me, and what he did to the 2 captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner, the son of Ner, and unto Amasa, the son of Jether, whom he slew, and shed the blood of war in peace, and put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Now we gotta understand what we talk about. King David giving his last instructions to his son Solomon, who's gonna be the next king of Israel. Now let's look who David is. Hold that. Go to Acts 13, 22. And when he had removed him, when the Most High removed King Saul, which was our first king, he raised up unto them David, who we read about, who's getting ready to die, to be their king, to be our king, the Israelites. To whom also he gave testimony. The Most High gave this testimony, and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. Okay? So let's see what the will of the Most High according to King David is. He's telling Solomon. 1 Kings 2 and 6. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his hoar head go down to the grave in peace. So don't let him go just die of old age, man. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai. He's telling him, make sure that you kill him before he get old and die. a man after the mind of the Most High, King David. Just a moment. First Kings 2:7. But show kindness unto the sons of Barzillai, the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at thy table. So you go ahead and, be kind to these. For so they came to me when I fled before of Absalom, thy brother. So they came and helped me. Then the time I was running from Absalom, your brother, that was wicked brother that was trying to take the kingship. And behold, thou hast with thee Shemaiah, the son of Gera, a Benjamite of Bahurim, which cursed with a grievous curse in the day when I went to Mahanaim. But he came down to meet me at Jordan, and I swear to him by the Most High, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword. Now therefore hold him not guiltless. But thou art a wise man, and knowest what thou oughtest to do unto him. But his whorehead bring thou down to the grave with blood. David, a man after the mind of the Most High. So David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Israel were 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem. So that's the instructions that he gave Solomon his son. 1 Kings 2:2. I go the way of all the earth, be thou strong. Therefore, and show thyself a man. So he said, be strong and show himself a man. Joshua 1:9. Joshua 1:9. He said, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Most High thy power is with thee, whatsoever thou goest. Hear that? Say, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Most High thy power is with thee, wheresoever you go. Wherever you go. See, the Most High is with us. You can say, you ain't never alone. Believe that. If you in the spirit with the Most High, from what he's saying here, and knowing what we got to do. Look at Hebrews 4:12.